Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Wings of Wisdom, Virginia's virtual viewing audience. We have our funding business coach coming on board, Miss Katrina Fitten. She is a certified master financial coach, also a business strategist who specialize in business funding and also specialize in coaching women entrepreneurs. So I need to be taking some notes. I need to be taking some notes. So if y'all say, "Where's the host?" I'll say the host is taking notes. So I'm excited to have her on board with me today. My first live show with my my first expert coach. So, Miss Katrina Fitten, welcome, my dear. How are you?
I am so blessed. I'm telling you today, I am so blessed. I am so grateful to have this opportunity to be able to share. As you know, we share all the time, right?
Yeah.
But to be able to share to your Wings of Wisdom audience, I am just so grateful. So thank you for inviting me.
You are welcome. So I know you the best one that could actually convey your bio to
Yes.
Virginia's virtual listening audience. So just give the audience a little info about yourself and tell them how you can assist them on this journey if they need business
Right.
funding.
Right. You know what? I tell you what, when people ask me about funding, I light up, right? Because I know what it has done for me, how it has changed my life and the life of my clients. And so, but like I always tell people, you know what? The story didn't begin here, right? The story did not begin here. So essentially, it all began with, everybody has a personal finance, right? And then if you are starting a business or you're in business currently or you want to grow or scale your business, then you better know a little bit more about your business finances. So I always like to talk about them on two separate roads, but they do actually come together as you get things organized. And so the foundation of everything always starts with your personal finances, right? And so we know a lot about that, maybe from a foundational standpoint, but essentially it's always really good to connect with your CPA. It's always good to connect with your financial planner and obviously your attorney when it comes to anything that has to do with your finances. So I always like to put that disclosure out there that I am not a certified public accountant nor a certified financial planner. However, my partner and co-brand partner is a certified financial planner. And so we always like to let people know that they need to take everything that we discussed today as educational purposes, and that you always want to confirm anything that you want to take action on. You want to confirm that with your certified public accountant and your certified financial planner to ensure that it aligns with not only your personal goals, but it also aligns with your business plan and what it is that you're trying to do. So you want to have that collaboration. I always tell people you need to have that dream team, right? You want to have your CPA, your attorney, you want to have your certified public accountant, you want to have your coach, whether it be financial business coach or a business coach, and you want to have all these consultants. There's a really good scripture that says that I always recall, and that is out of the multitude of counsel. You want to have that multitude of counsel when you are looking at your personal finances and your business finance plans. And so, but going back to my story, and I always like to, let people know that it did not begin here. Essentially, I did all of the things that they tell me to do, right? They say go to school, right? They said you go to college, you get the job, and then obviously you stay on that job, 40, 50 years, and then you retire, right? And so this is the plan that they told us, but they did not tell us about these challenges, Virginia. That that life
No.
be, that life be lifing. Like, why did they tell us all this? They didn't tell us that you may get laid off. Okay. And they didn't tell you that you may have some family issues and all of these things, like divorce or all of these things or medical issues. They didn't tell us about all of those things, right? And so there are what they call emergencies or life be lifing that happens in our life. And that's what happened to me. I was literally graduated from college, business economics. I mean, I'm telling you, I am ready to take the world on. And literally within the middle of my career, as I was climbing the corporate ladder, I got laid off. I got laid off, and
Mm.
oh my God, I'm like, no problem. There's no problem. I got laid off because guess what? I got a little nest egg. I can get handle a few months, right? But they didn't tell me that during this time, 2008, right? There was a lot going on in the industry.
Hmm.
Yeah, recession and all of those things. So it took me of about 7 months to find a job. And so things were getting a little depleted, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I tell you, things were getting a little, short. And really, I had to make some really life-threatening decisions, to sell the house, and really, I ended up having to kind of go into those credit cards, trying to pay things and going into that savings and going into that 401k. And for it, I was in a situation where I had to make some life altering decision. And I found myself, Virginia, real grown, had to move back in with my mom. Yeah. Yeah. That's what life does. And for it, I was sitting there, laying there in my childhood bedroom, looking at the ceiling, feeling, where is God in all of this? I was literally down. I was depressed. I felt disappointed. I felt that I had been duped. Somebody did tell me that life would happen like this, right? Because I had all the degrees and the certifications, right? But God was like, you're going through a Job et experience. That's what I call it, a Job et experience.
I love it. I love
Yeah,
it.
I was
Job
going
it.
through a Job et experience, meaning that it wasn't necessarily anything that I had gone through that caused it to happen, but life happened because God was trying to teach me something. He was allowing me to go through this because he knew he had a plan in 2023. Okay.
Mm.
He knew he had a plan. And so, what that experience taught me, Virginia, and that was that there was a missing ingredient in my finances. And what that was, you needed to have multiple streams of income in your life. So if there's anybody out there right now, all that you're depending on is your W-2, your job, your what I call JOB, just over broke. Okay. If you're out there and you only have a job, if you're out there and you only have that one business stream, you need to reconsider and say, how can I get multiple streams of income going on in my life? How can I get passive income streams? Okay. How can I get side hustles? Okay. How can I leverage things that are out there in the industry to be able to cause me to be prepared for any emergency that comes in my life, especially those that are solo entrepreneurs, that everything is leveraged upon you being the face of your business. You're the voice of your business. And if you're not showing up at work, things will begin to crumble and fall. You need to reconsider today. Multiple streams of income, and you're using the tools that are available for you to be able to leverage, so that if there is an emergency, or if you get sick, or life starts happening, that you are prepared. And so that's what we teach. And so the story ends with, obviously, I did get back on my feet. But one thing that was on my mind in that defining moment that I went through, Virginia, is that I knew that I had to take advantage, that I would never find myself in a position where I was dependent upon one stream of income. Okay. And so that took me on the trajectory of me educating myself about what are the financial tools. How can I be more financially literate? And so I began to binge on podcasts like this, okay, to help me. I commend you for this platform, for being able to teach people, to bring the experts together so that they can teach. This is commendable. But this is what I did. I began to binge on podcasts like this that would teach me. I began reading books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, The Millionaire Next Door, The Secret, The Secret. I mean, I'm telling you, I was like, give me all of the information and let me take out the things that are good for me. And I began to change my mindset, self-development. I began to invest into coaches, consultants, experts, and industry leaders, going to conferences, being a part of masterminds, paying to be in, I said pay it to be in rooms. Like my coach says, you must invest at the level in which you expect results. And so I began to pay so that I would begin to pay attention in my life. And I just said, you know what? I became certified master coach, financial coach. I coached for the number one guru out there as a financial coach for years. But I say I'm starting my own business. And that's where I said it's a new day for me and it's a new day for you. And that's when I started New Day for You Financial, so that I could begin to help people to master their money mindset so that they could begin mastering their money. And I had put together programs and coaching programs, one-on-one coaching programs. It started out group coaching programs in communities where we bring together womenpreneurs and teach them how to step by step set up their business and structure their business in a way that they can become funding ready, so that if they ever need money or they need to launch a project, get some additional team members to launch a conference, or anything that they have to do as a business and they need funding, I want to make sure that they are funding ready. And that's what my mission is. It is my mission to actually have 1,000 womenpreneurs to start a business or grow their business so that they would be empowered to become first generational millionaires in their families and their children and their children's children. This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to educate and make sure that dreams are funded at New Day for You Financial and my co-brand partner, My Money EDU.
Wow, that's a
My story.
mouthful. Oh my goodness, you are actually up my alley. And I'm so glad that the Lord has allowed our path to cross, because Wings of Wisdom is built on biblical principles. And in Matthew 18, the 20th verse, it says, where there are two or three gathered together in my name, which is the
Yeah.
name of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, not any name. In that name, I will be in the midst. So I am grateful to have you on Wings of Wisdom. I'm grateful for the knowledge, and I'm grateful for your journey,
Yeah.
because now your journey is allowing you to be on platforms like this. This is my first expert, on Wings of Wisdom. So I am happy to be featuring you, because we need you. We need what you have to offer. We need your journey that you went through, because 2003 is here. We're going to soar higher. And we are so grateful for New Day for You Financial. So tell me this, when they sign up, I know there's like a webinar, because I went through
Yes.
the webinar. And when they go through the webinar, they'll get informed of the funding analysis. So kind of touch on that for me.
Yes. I'm so glad you asked. You know what? What we believe at New Day for You Financial is that we believe in financial literacy. We want you to be educated. And so, any business that if they find themselves where they are either curious or they want to be positioned to be able to get funding. And when I say funding, what I mean is business unsecured loans. I mean, business credit. You need to develop your business credit. We help people do that, as well as have you positioned to have lines of credit. And so we have about 15 different, what we call implementation pathways, where we will have people to number one step is to watch the webinar. And I think you're going to be sharing today a link where we can go and look at the webinar. And once you look at the webinar, then there's a link there where you need to do the fundability analysis, right? And so what happens, my team, what we will do, we will evaluate how your business is structured, your credit profile, and not to be really confused with your credit score, because it's not always about just your credit score, but you have to look at your whole credit profile. We're looking at your debt to income ratio, your utilization. I mean, we're looking at everything. And then the next thing is we want to know, what is your plan? What is your plan? What do you want to do with the money? So that's very important, because you don't want to. I've had many clients, they get, $100,000 transferred into their account. And now they got to like, oh my God, what was my plan? No, you need to have your plan prior to that. I'm going to use it to update my website. I'm going to use it to hire a team. I'm going to, you got to have your plan together and have some estimates of how much you think that would be able to cost. And then when you come to the meeting, you're like, you know what? I need 50K. This is what my plan is that I'm going to do with that. And then we evaluate your business structure, your credit profile, and then we let you know one thing or the other. We'll say you're fundable now. Okay. Or we'll say, hey, you have a few more credit things that we need to optimize, because we do credit repair as well, help you to get things removed and all of those things, and help you to increase your credit score. And we get you funding ready. And then you're ready we present you to the banks. We have relationships with many banks, and we're able to present you to them, and they approve you. When we say you're fundable, 100% of the people that we present, they get funded. Ask all
Wow.
my clients. They know 100% of the people that we present, they get funded. And the reason why it's 100% is because we know what the banks are looking for. It's because we
Mhm.
know how to make you look irresistible to the bank. Literally, when we present you, you have to say, banks, don't give me no more money. because they're like, you're fundable. Your business looks like they want you to look, and you're irresistible. And so they're always just, hey, here's some lines of credit if you need it. Here's some bank cards if you need it. Here's, they're always presenting you with those things. And so because we know the secrets, and like we say, it is secrets that we know about because of the relationships that we have, that we know those people that are a part of our program and a part of our community, they are always going to have cash flow, because why? They are funding ready. And that's what we do. So that's our mission. And so the first step is just looking at the webinar, the free webinar. It's about 60 to 90 minutes around that. And you do the fundability analysis. We get on the call with you and we explain to you about the program and where you are. And there's a decision that you make to walk through the door to be able to get the funding. And my thing is, once you get the money, you put into action your plan, you get that cash on cash return, and you pay off that loan. And guess what? You start over. Getting lines of credit, and we happen to build your credit and all of those things. And so you end up being a bona fide business that's always able to fulfill every dream and everything you have on your goals, because why? You're not cash strapped anymore.
Yes. Well, I want to commend you for doing the work.
Yes,
for
the work.
guys and crossing the
years
T's.
of work. Yeah, years of work, years of building relationships. And like I said, I have a co-brand partner, My Money EDU, who I work with. And so, and this is what we do for women entrepreneurs, to help them to be able to do it. And I know men be like, well, what about me? Well, yes, we do help men. But as you guys that are business owners, you have an ideal avatar and client that you work with. So obviously, majority of the people that we work with are women entrepreneurs, but I also have men clients as well.
Oh, I was going to ask you that. So
Yeah.
I am so excited. I'm glad that we were able to give Virginia's virtual viewers a snippet. If they are at this crossroad in their life and they need to be connected to an expert who can help them get from A to Z, they know that they can lean into you, Miss Katrina Fitten.
Yeah, I also wanted to also share. I share in different masterminds as well. So I have several masterminds that I partner with, that I'm kind of their go-to funding expert for their mastermind, to assist them and everything. So any business owners out there that you want to have me to come in and educate your group, or you want us to kind of connect and how to get your mastermind members funding to help them to fulfill their dreams, or either fund your programs, reach out to us at contact@New Day for You Financial. We are here for you to be able to help them to fund their dreams.
Wow, we are so grateful, and I know time is precious. So I just wanted to give the virtual viewer listening audience this information, and we will connect with you. So if someone say, I heard you on Wings of Wisdom, you think of Virginia Rutherford-Hall, right?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you once for this opportunity. Thank you.
Yes, because collaboration and affiliation is the key to acceleration, right?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
That's the keys. So, okay, my dear, stay backstage for just a moment. Thank you, listening audience, for tuning in. If you need to contact Miss Katrina Fitten, once again, her contact information is displayed. contact@newdayforyoufinancial.com. And actually, you can tune into the webinar, and I'll put that information up again for you. You got that www.newdayforyoufinancial.com/womanpreneur.
Yes.
-wealth-live. So you can take a picture of that, and we hope to see you on the next episode. Have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.